this could be like one word answer. It could be a full sentence, a full paragraph, as much as you want me to type, I will. Right. Sorry, technology. Okay. Number 3. What are you holding on to that is holding you back? Okay. This is a fun one. If you didn't know your age, how old would you think you'd be? Yep. Okay, the next one is, do you work to live or live to work? Okay, I got that one. The next one is, would you rather lose all your memories or never be able to make new ones? No, I get it. I definitely get the reason behind your answer. Okay, the next one. How would you measure success? It is not uncommon. Not at all. I think that's a very normal response, actually. And at the end of the day, it is all up to you, so do not worry about anyone else's response to Next question. How much influence does a person's name have throughout their life? What about your name? Yep, I do think it means, besides the fact that everybody who knows you uses it, what does your name mean to you at the moment? Number 17 is a fun one. What happens if aliens are real? Not what would happen, what happens? The next one, number 18. Who decides what the right thing is? Who decides what the right thing is? Now, who decides it in your life? Number 19. Is time a construct? Do you think that time is just a construct? That's fine. This was a fun one. Who knew what time it was when the first clock was made? Okay, we are 20 questions in. I just want to check on you, make sure that you're doing okay, that you're doing well. How are you feeling right now? It's totally fine and totally understandable as well. Next, to add to that, what is your greatest weakness? Is it different than your greatest strength? Sometimes it can be both at the same time. Okay. Number 25. What are some of your fondest memories? That's actually really sweet. 26. Who took care of you as a kid? Okay. Number 27. What do you think is the meaning of life? Or what is the meaning of your life? We're gonna go ahead and move on now to the second page, if that is okay with you. Put that over here. Okay. Where were we? Number 28. 28. When have you felt the most grateful? Next question. Do you think anyone is really happy all the time? Are you really happy all the time? Why or why not? What could change so that you could be happier? Okay. Number 30, a little bit more of a existential question. Do you think people possess souls? And if so, where are they in their body? For 31, does life need a purpose, or can you just live purposeless? Yeah, no, you passed the butter, I get that. Number 32. How do you know your memories are true? Does it matter either way? Okay. Number 33. Let me just cross the ones we've done. There we go. What would you try if you knew you wouldn't fail? And what would you try if you knew you would fail? Would it be the same thing or would it be different? Next question. Do you often believe what you see on social media? the same animal more than once? Yeah. Now, have you seen the same wild animal more than once? The question of the century. What do you think came first, the chicken or the egg? Why? Okay. To you, what is justice and what is truly, truly evil? Okay, and finally, just to wrap it all up, could you tell me, how does it feel to talk and think about deep stuff? Would you consider this to be a positive